For the past month, the nation's attention has been drawn to Florida, where a teenage young man, Trayvon Martin, was killed by a member of a neighborhood watch group. Certainly, the incident has sparked a great deal of discussion and analysis by the media, and there have been conversations at the dinner table as well. But today, we ask about some of the implications for the Christian faith with Bishop John Roth, Central Southern Illinois Synod of the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America, and Bishop Gregory Palmer of the Illinois area of the United Methodist Church.
My initial reaction was sadness. I mean, a profound sadness. It's an unspeakable tragedy. I had this feeling in the pit of my stomach that regardless of what other factors are involved, and there are always multiple factors involved in something like this, there's no escaping that there is a racial element to it. There's no escaping that the racial character of the incident played into the reality of the tragedy.
Well, like you, my dear colleague, my initial response was deep sadness and in the most empathic sense of as a parent. So as in the pastoral sense, wondering what those parents and close relatives were feeling like. I also know that whenever a young person, let's say teenager, passes away suddenly and tragically, no matter what the nature of the tragedy is, that there's a whole community of other young people that age that kind of get drawn into that emotionally, both out of the relationship and I assume out of some sense of projection, which we all do some form of projecting. And then I had this gnawing feeling, okay, give us more detail. Surely this is a nightmare, and some details will assuage the sense of nightmarishness and help us to see our way forward. So those were some of the feelings I had in the early days when I first became aware of this.
But still, if not your initial reaction early on, did you too get this sense that, oh no, this is a racial issue also? Absolutely.
And I know that it has been great fodder for those who want to say race is not involved. And from the standpoint of what is going on in any individual's mind and what their personal motives are, it's always difficult, if not impossible, to know that. But given our unique history in America and around race, and given some of the things that I've heard about the history of relationships in that community where this awful tragedy took place, I could not help but believe that race was a factor because it's always sort of looming in the background. That does not attach motive to Mr. Zimmerman, for example. I can't know that, but because of our histories and relationships, or lack thereof, as the case may be, it becomes a factor.
Yeah.